talk to somebody and be like, outfit me.
Okay. Some of the various archivists or the keepers of the library take you to one of the outfitting chambers there where they have a lot of their standard uniforms for different positions, as well as different weather and battle armaments and such. They don't have anything that is on its own prepared for the cold that you've been told to prepare for, but there are some expositor plus gear that you can bring that is the beginnings of an outfit that is prepared for the weather you're going to be encountering. Heavy fur lining in some cases, thicker pants with multiple layers, heavy boots that are designed for harsher terrain as well as to prevent moisture from soaking into the center. So you get some elements like that. You still would probably need to supplement that with like cloak, hood, and probably something for your arms if you really want to.
Okay, I'll grab a pair of pants, kind of like baggy, almost look like gaucho pants that are fur-lined.
Mm-hmm.
Take my expositor belt that Dyron gave me that I haven't really adorned yet, and officially tie it around my waist. It's like slate gray that fades very much in the style that my first belt went to, that fades to a royal cobalt blue. And then I grab a fur-lined vest off as well.
Okay.
Just throw that on. Start there.
Okay.
Do they have any like pins or anything, like iron pins or badges or something? I don't know.
I mean, there are different elements of iconography that you can use to adorn yourself if you like. You may have to brief fashion, or a fashion.
A little, like, all-seeing eye brooch or something.
Okay, you got it.
Some TGIF flair.
Yeah. I hate Mondays. Yeah.
Not a lot of flair in the library there, unfortunately.
Put a pin in that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to return to that. Well, we're going shopping.
Yeah, I want to buy clothes.
Okay. All right. I'd say
I would have some idea of where to look for sturdy fare, finer fare.
Oh yeah.
Fashionable, but also functional.
I want fashion.
We want to look good first. For the nobody that we're going to see, we want
Yeah,
to look
if
good.
we're going into the tundra, we want to look
Exquisite corpses.
You want to be hot.
Look, it's important. I respect that. Alrighty.
Right.
We'll say within the Vigil Circle, you find for lack of a better term, the garment district of Rexentrum. There are a number of supplies and wholesalers and textile warehouses that sell fine materials, fabrics, silks, both crafted within the Empire and imported from beyond. And there are a number of very, very talented, for a price, of course, custom tailors that can be hired and commissioned for specific pieces. So what is it you're looking to have made?
I am looking to return to my Empire roots, and I commission a long, thick, warm coat, very much akin to the coat that everyone met me in. However, this one will not be moth-eaten and disgusting.
Okay.
So it will be brown and leather and long coat, fur-lined. I will get a very thick scarf. And I will also find a leather worker who can build me a new harness for my books. The spell book is getting pretty fat and can no longer fit under my armpit. So the book on the left will still hang about here, but I have I describe a case or a harness that is more phone book sized that hangs off of my right hip.
Right, almost like a side satchel.
Yeah, but then I want them to have it hooked to my belt so that it's not flying all over the place when we're running for our dear lives.
Cool.
And then that will be counterbalanced by my old satchel, which I will keep, where I keep all my spell components and other odds and ends.
Alrighty. Okay. I'd say have all those pieces commissioned. It'll take a few days to gather the materials and create the pieces, and it'll run you about 25 gold pieces for the entire outfit.
Done.
Okay.
Okay. I just drew it, so I'm going to just describe what I just came up with. I'm going to go and get, I'm going to get a light blue, like, tunic with long sleeves. I don't need like super thick stuff because I am resistant to the cold. So this is more for fashion. A tunic. I'm gonna get some like light gray, like thermal tights sort of thing, and then I'm gonna get some
Arcteryx.
No,
D&D tights.
250.
I'm gonna get
She's resistant, so she'll only take half damage.
I'm gonna get some long knitted like thigh highs that are like knitted like Fair Isle. Anybody knows what I'm talking about. It's like stripes and stuff with designs knitted into them, that are like flowers and like bees. I want to get bees knitted into them, and I imagine this will cost a pretty penny because it is pretty specific, but it's going to be in like a pale blue and like white, like, and light gray. And then I'm going to get an overcoat that is white, and it's fur lined with like a pale gray fur, so it's like showing like the trim, and I want it to be bell sleeves, and then and it'll be fitted to about here, and then it's going to flare out, and it's going to have a little hood on it. Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
As you finish,
Oh, and I'm going to get some earmuffs to match that. And some boots, that are like fur-lined boots, obviously, like to be like look good, that are going to match my coat and stuff.
Matt is the store clerk.
no, that is exactly what I was saying. Like, as you finish your statement, you look up and you see the kind of middle-aged gentleman with his glasses, his chin tuft of white goatee, his hair slicked back with his pencil sticking out through the back of his ear, just going. And how soon did you need this last?
In like a week, is that doable?
Give me just a second.
Okay.
And he rushes off to the back room, and you hear some voices like. I think we should be able to take care of your request. Of course, this is quite a commission in a very tight period with very specific materials and with quite a number of custom knitted
Yes, so
elements.
yeah, you'll have to have a very good knitter.
We can do this outfit for 120 gold pieces.
Ooh, I'll give you 500 gold, and I would like if it had. Could you add some embroidery along the coat edges as well?
Of course.
Wonderful. I would love some pink and blue flowers and maybe some pale yellow bees embroidered on there as well, with some beautiful green like vines wrapping around everything. Like an emerald green, something that really reminds you of the something like, like just a pretty green.
Right, I am following you, yes.
Yeah.
All right, yes, that will definitely be done. I think you'll be very happy with the results.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Half up front and then half upon the
Of course, yeah.
That's yes. So you can mark off 250 now
Yes.
and then pay 250 at the arrival. He went from completely exasperated by the whole thing to extremely giddy and kind of jubilant in a way that you didn't expect such an individual to exhibit.
You just saved his business.
Yeah.
There's a tailor in the back screaming, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. So,
All right.
Who's next?
Anyone else?
Ladies,
I would like to. Do you have something?
I'll come up with something, I'm sure.
I would like a long sleeve fur Lolita dress. It's a Lolita coat and dress with a bow knot in the middle in the belt line. And I looked this up before. I want it made out of pink fabric
Okay.
and white fur trim on all of the trim places. Big buttons down the middle.
This is fucking adorable.
White hand muff. And then I'd like an earmuffs too, but very special earmuffs. If you can craft them, white fur earmuffs. But this piece, the headpiece or whatever, I saw this wonderful, lovely little redhead who had these cool antlers. And I'd like to imitate those and put those up on top of of the earmuffs because they just looked so cool. So I'd like that. They can just be like little deer, little fawn, something, just little antlers.
We can clean blood stains out of
All
that.
right.
Well, not indeed.
The first tailor you speak to, a middle-aged gentleman with kind of a bit of a great heft of fur and on his chin and slick-back hair and glasses, goes, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy for the next week, and closes the door on it. But the next tailor you find can take the commission, and puts a full cost materials all in, custom elements there, about 40 gold.
Cool. Taking Jester's lead, I'll give you 42.
Well, how very kind.
And some boots.
45.
Great, done.
All right, see you in a week. All right.
Off. Bloop,
Who's next?
bloop. You.
I'll go if no one else is going to go. So I'm going to find a tailor and probably a leathersmith and an armor smith, and kind of want to get my armor treated, get it oiled and treated for the cold. I leave a couple samples. I pull the pieces off the shield that are mostly decorative to kind of like show how it's done. Leave a couple fabric swatches from what I'm already wearing, just like I'm gonna leave some of my bits there for them to use for the new outfit. Gonna get a big lavender coat with white and crimson red stitching in it made. A wool hat. It's time for a new hat. Black oiled gloves and boots. Deep moss green pants, heavy cotton pants, and a jacket underneath to keep the armor off of me, just less than the shirt. Mm-hmm. And then kind of a worked into the cloak will be some of the dragonfly silk that I've brought from home, and we'll have patterns along the edges of some of the traditional pattern work of my original outfit that comes from home. So,
Okay. Cool.
the nicest thing I've ever owned.
No, it's not a terribly hard commission. You're also providing some of the materials for it, which would be harder to find. That'll put you at about, we'll say 25 gold as well.
I'll give him 20. I'll throw 40 since we're all being.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, you guys are
It's only money.
making a reputation for yourselves here in the middle of this district of Exentrum. All right. Who else?
Oh, you haven't gone yet, and you haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Well, I do have a question.
What's your question?
Can I? So the coat of the crest. I was thinking of wearing the nobleman's coat.
Yeah.
Am I able to add anything to it? Like change the look of it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I will bring that coat, and I would like to. Everything's going to be black, and I would like sort of the sleeves to be those ones that kind of are a little wide, like make the sleeves a little wider. Mm-hmm. So you could put my hands in between and have the cold. A sort of leather drapey hood added onto it. With
Okay.
some fur inside. And then,
What color fur? Black as well?
I really wish I would have thought about this already. Yeah,
Okay.
black fur. And, no, let's go white.
Okay.
Go white. White fur. And then in the back of the coat, I want also black embroidery on top so you can barely see it. Like some lightning, some flowers, maybe a little white embroidery flowers.
Little accents here and
little
there. Okay,
accents here and
okay.
there. And one of those round fur hats that also,
Like the Russian ones?
yeah. Okay.
Very cool. Okay.
Hopefully I don't, yeah. Okay. Later I'm going to be like, that's not what I wanted to wear.
It'll be time to alter a bit.
Really wish I would have checked my
Yeah.
gym.
Not
Okay.
too complicated.
Like, nah.
I'll put you 18 gold for that.
Okay, so I will give 50 gold.
Okay.
Everybody's.
Wow. Big spenders here, Mighty Nine. Generous group.
Taylor's gonna party tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna tell tales of this phantom group that came through out of nowhere one day and just helped them make it through the winter. For anything specific?
Do you have any coats?
Yeah, there are a number of coats. What sort of coat are you looking for?
A warm one?
We have a few warm ones, yes.
I'll take one.
All right, that'll be 5 gold.
You got it.
All right, here you go.
It's gonna be like that time you went to Colorado and you're just gonna be cold everywhere you did. The jacket's not covering.
We're set. Let's rock.
I will hug back to the tailors that I went to. And
Okay.
open the door. Excuse me.
Already in there, then he's like running around giving out orders and giving out slips to different members of the troop to start grabbing materials.
Oh, yes, yes.
Can you
hello.
make me some mittens that match my socks, please?
Yes, do not worry, no additional charge. We'll take care of it for you. You're welcome.
Please make them pretty. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Someone knocked the door.